Hello everyone, this is Ryan from Xteam. Today we're doing a review of episode 6 of The Last of Us HBO. This video will contain spoilers, so beware. Let's begin. We saw a recap of Henry's death from the last episode, then the episode immediately starts. Winter is here, 3 months from Henry's death. Joel and Ellie passed by a little house in which 2 old couples who lived there. They were lost due to winter and doesn't know where West is. West is the Fireflies if you recall from the first episode. Also, Joel was looking for Tommy, his brother. The 2 old couples marked the location on the map for Joel and told them not to go west because it's all death there, and if Tommy is west of the river then he's dead. Because as you know, Joel asked about Tommy. They exchanged conversation and then Joel and Ellie decide to go west, even though they've been warned. By the way, as soon as they left the house, Joel had a trauma attack. I don't know if this is a trauma attack or heart problems, but believe me, these attacks weren't in the game. They set up camp before crossing the river to sleep the night. They talked about what will they do after making the cure from Ellie. Joel wanted to become a farmer, and they brought up Ellie's passion from the games in which she is passionate about space. She told Joel that she read about the famous astronauts. She then asked Joel if the vaccine will work or not and brought up the story of Sam and that she knew that he was bitten and tried to help him. Joel told her that Marlene is no fool. If she says that the Fireflies can build a cure, then they can build a cure. They slept. In the morning, they went to cross the river and nobody was there. Suddenly, a group of horse riders came. They checked if Joel and Ellie were infected or not by using a canine. They went through this safely. Joel told them that he was only looking for his brother. The leader, Maria, asked Joel of his name. Then they took him and Ellie to Jackson. Joel finally found Tommy. They hugged each other and it was nice. And trust me, Pedro's acting at that scene was well performed. It could be one of his best acting at the show by far. The way he calls Tommy and ran to hug him is really amazing. By the way, when I said leader before, it turns out that there are many leaders for Jackson, a council let's say, and Tommy is one of them. Tommy introduced Maria at the dining table and that she is family. They took a tour in the city and then they split up, Maria and Ellie together, Joel and Tommy together. Joel and Tommy argued. Joel needs his help in traveling to the Fireflies to give up Ellie. Tommy can't go with him because you see, a very big change happened. Maria is pregnant. I don't know how season 2 will be going, and what will Abby do? Is Tommy going to clear headquarters with Joel same as The Last of Us Part 2? Will Maria let him? What will happen to their kid? I don't know, man. I can't wait to find out. Let's get back to the subject. Joel didn't say congrats to Tommy. Instead, he said, I guess we'll find out. Tommy told Joel that if life stopped for him, doesn't mean that it'll stop for Tommy. Joel said that he will get out of his hair in the morning. When Joel left the bar, he had another trauma attack or whatever. He thought that he saw his daughter Sarah, but it was a girl that looks like Sarah. We switched to Ellie and Maria. There was a sign in which the time of death of kids were written on it. Ellie thought that they were Maria's kids, but it was only one of them. The other was Joel's daughter. Maria told her about Sarah. Something irritating happened. Maria told Ellie that the only people that can betray her is the ones that she trusts. She meant Joel. Ellie stood up for Joel and told her that this stands for Maria's husband too. This scene made me hate Maria. She wanted to separate Ellie from Joel for no reason. Then they went to the movies. I like how the city was taking care of kids and make them go to movies, teach them, and let them live their life happily away from zombie stuff. Tommy went to Joel to say sorry for what he said and gave him new shoes as a gift. A sad conversation happened between them. Joel told Tommy that Ellie is immune and the whole story from the beginning. In this scene, you know, when I said Joel was soft and all, he admitted his softness to Tommy and that he is weak and a failure. After every night, he wakes up and felt like he lost something and felt something. He was literally crying. It was sad to see all this, and what's sadder is that they nerfed Joel so bad. He was never like this in the game. He told Tommy to take her to the Fireflies because he's weak. Tommy accepted. Ellie overheard the conversation. Joel went to Ellie to tell her the truth in which he's gonna give her to Tommy. By the way, the whole scenario is different here. In the game, when she overheard Tommy and Joel, she took one of the horses and ran away from the city. They followed her, of course, and argued. Let's get back to the episode. When Joel went to her, the same argument happened in the game. In the morning, Joel gave Ellie a choice whether she wanted to go with Tommy or him. This is another difference. In the game, Joel knew her decision from the start and told her that he's gonna take her to the Fireflies. On their way, Joel taught her how to shoot with a rifle. In episode 4, he taught her how to use a gun. One point I want to clarify. Ellie is more childish in the show. She doesn't know how to shoot and even how to depend on herself, which happened at the end of this episode, in which I will talk more about it later. In the game, Joel gave her a rifle and she used it with no problems. The time when she saved Joel, she used the gun with no problems. Again, she just doesn't know how to depend on herself. You're gonna tell me she's a kid and such? It's the apocalypse, man, and kids know how to depend on themselves. We get back to the main course. Joel and Ellie reached the University of Eastern Colorado, which is the Firefly base Tommy told them about. While entering, Joel told Ellie that he wanted to become a singer while he was a kid. Ellie laughed. Same thing happened in the game, by the way. The university was empty, no fireflies. Later, raiders came. Joel and Ellie wanted to take the horse and run away. As soon as they were going to run, a raider came and injured Joel with a broken baseball bat. He struck the bat inside Joel's stomach. Joel killed him, of course, but he got injured. He removed the broken piece, then they rode the horse and ran away before the others reached him. The way he got injured in the game and Ellie took him in the horse is way more impactful. It is more impactful, but less realistic. For your information, I think that a man will die right after falling into the metal thingy, especially from that far. So they made it more realistic in the show. However, zombies too are unrealistic. So what I think is that if they brought up zombies, they also can let Joel get struck the same way as the game to make it more impactful and sadder. Trust me, in the game I was on my nerves at this scene. The part where Joel tried to shoot the guy while hurt made me really irritated. So yeah, I think the scene in the game is way better. While they were on their way, Joel fainted and fell off the horse. At this moment, Ellie was saying, "What will I do without you and where will I go and such?" She is way more childish than in the game, as I said before. She just cannot depend on herself. I don't know how she will save Joel the same as the game. I don't know if Joel will die at this point of the show. I guess we'll find out in the next episode. The episode ended at that point. That's it for today. I hope you liked this review and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.